Everybody, it's Kim the Crafty Nomad, and I am back with another episode of the Crafty Nomad Podcast. This is going to be kind of a makeup for Sunday shenanigans and Squared Up Saturday. I have been super busy and haven't been able to do videos, but really at home with my son for the rest of the week for his spring break. Now, I did say that, I don't know, maybe I didn't say it on here, but I think on one of these videos I talked about the fact that April is going to be a super busy month for us. And so our first busy weekend happened this past weekend. And if you follow me on Instagram or you follow me on Facebook as a friend, I didn't post it in the podcast group, but you would have seen that we attended my husband's graduation ceremony. He went to WGU, Western Governors University, which is a fully online, unless something changed, they are fully online. They do not have a brick and mortar. And he finished and got his master's in special education. And we are so proud of him. And, of course, they mailed him his degree as soon as he finished it, which was back in end of January, beginning of February. But we really wanted him to have the, victory walk across the stage. So we arranged to be in Arizona this weekend. This university does graduations throughout the country so that many people will be able to travel and actually experience the graduation. And what's so interesting about it is that a lot of people who do this, are moms, working people, a lot of women, a lot of military, because it's such a flexible program and you can make it fit into your life. They do offer bachelor's degrees and master's, and I happen to have gotten my master's degree through Western Governors University when Jordan was little. I started it before he was born, and I finished it by the time he was like 2. And I didn't go to my graduation. I just, I had a 2-year-old. I could not see straight. I couldn't even feel that victory. So I definitely wanted Steve to feel his. And so we had a grand old time at the graduation. ABC or NBC Nightline. Anyway, the anchor, her name is Juju Chang, and she did the keynote address, and she was fantastic. So it wasn't boring at all. It was great. It was really, really great. So we're happy to have had that opportunity to see him graduate. And so that weekend, and an old family friend, or actually I think it's like Steve can't figure it out because he is, the youngest of 3. But the older 2 are 15 to 16 years older than him, maybe even 17 years older than him. So he was one of those like, what? We're pregnant. His mom had him when he was 43 years old, which incidentally, I was 43 when Jordan was born, so it's going to be that same age difference. But anyway, he has a family that lives in Arizona who was really close to his dad. And Steve lost his dad when he was young. And so, first of all, he's young, right, compared to everybody else. And then his father passed away when he was young. So a lot of those stories and things, he doesn't have all the information. And so this relative that lives in Arizona was able to just fill in so many blanks, and just even blanks that he didn't even know that they were blanks. So that was really cool to sit and listen to family stories and all that. They had us over, and graduation just happened to be in their town because it was at the State Farm Arena, which is right outside of Phoenix in a town called Glendale, and that's where we stayed. That's where the graduation was, and that's where his family lived. So we had a fun time. They cooked for us, fed us well. Very, very nice. So anyway, it was a good weekend. But, April's going to be a blur in the sense that what I can get done, because really I went back to work. That's the other thing. I'm at work on site full time, which is quite a challenge to adjust to. That commute time that you save, not having to do that really comes in handy. So there's a lot of things that, it's going to impact the amount of time that I have for my YouTube stuff and for my crafting, more importantly. So we'll see how this all is going to go. I just know for April, suffice it to say, it's going to be dicey. I'm not even sure when videos will go up, but I'm going to try to stay connected. Yeah, this upcoming weekend is my weekend. I get to go see my dudes. Wait, where's my dudes at? Let me show you my dudes. Wait, I don't have my dudes right here. I don't have my guys. I didn't bring my guys over here. I don't know what I do with my guys, though. I need to find them. Oh, I do have my guys. I'm going to see my guys, BTS. They landed on the cover of Time magazine. They had a double issue where they featured the 100 most influential companies. And the company that they're talking about is their record company called Hybe. Used to be called Big Hit Music. And really, BTS is what put this company on the map. And this company is what put BTS, well, really the fans put BTS on the map. But anyway, I had to buy this. I saw this in the airport. But anyway, next weekend is my weekend to go to Vegas. And I'm dragging everybody with me. And I'm going to wear purple every day. Purple is their signature color. So anyway, it's going to be fun. I'm nervous. I have never been in an arena. Maybe a baseball game. That's different than a concert full of screaming girls. And I'm sure there'll be some boys there screaming too. But anyway, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a once in a life. I mean, I'm just probably never going to do this again, but I'm doing it this coming weekend. So that, and then the following weekend, Jordan's birthday. Oh my goodness, so much going on. So anyway, let's get started with today. I got a lot of stuff to show you. I even forgot to bring something over here, even with this big pile of stuff. But let's go ahead and get started with what I finished, which is nothing. I have nothing yarning finished, but I did make 3 bags. So let me show you what I made. This first bag is a makeup bag that I'm going to donate for Wings. And it is made, I just kind of cut it out, used a square quilt ruler, and went from there. And it's got like hot pink on the inside, and it is this tropical print on the outside. Now, what's interesting about this fabric, it's all waterproof canvas. First time working with waterproof canvas, and what I have decided is that I just should have put it on the inside. But the outside and the inside is waterproof. Now, that's perfect for a makeup bag for the inside of it to be waterproof. It was so hard to turn this thing inside out because, when you're making it outside, you have to turn it, basically. Everything you're working and sewing all on the inside, and you have to turn it inside out so you don't see all that work. And you turn it through a really small hole. This was the hardest stuff in the world to turn. So I think, and it's really, really hard to fold it, but it's waterproof. It's a perfect makeup bag. Started out with 2 10-inch or 4 10-inch squares. I cut like a really big chunk out the bottom. And so I end up with this little base, but it does sit alone by itself. But I probably could cut that gusset a lot smaller than I did. I think I cut like a 3-inch gusset on a 10-inch square. That's a lot, which is why I had such a small hole to turn it through. But anyway, it's done. It worked out, and it's going to be donated. I think somebody is going to enjoy it. It's really roomy. You can fit a lot in here. And so, yeah, that's the first bag that I did finish. Then I went on, and I did this between yesterday and today. I went on to, and I think I even actually cut the fabric for this one yesterday. I went on to make another tote bag. This one is smaller than the one I made. My big one that I made with the outer pockets was made of canvas. It wasn't waterproof canvas, but I do plan to make one just that big with the waterproof canvas, with the pockets on the outside and everything, but that's going to be down the line. This is just quilter's cotton that has been interfaced. I start with a 14-inch square. I cut out, I believe, a 2.5-inch gusset on these. So you get like a 5-inch. You get a 5-inch. Let's give you some actual measurements. If I have a thingy here, so you get a 5-inch, I believe. Let me see what you get. You don't get a 5-inch. You get a. What did I do? Maybe I did 1.5 inches. Anyway, it's got about almost a 4-inch base on it. So almost a 4-inch base on it. Nicely done. And this one is like a sewing crafty themed print. I forgot the maker on that, but it was in my basket already when I went to get some canvas. So I went ahead and bought it, and I just cut it out. I used the webbing to make the handles, and I think, excuse me, this was the last of my pink. I don't have any more of this pink left. But anyway, it turned out great. Oh, and I was adventurous on this one. I gotta cut out a little bit of thread there. It looks like it's got caught in there. Let's see. I'll get it. I'll cut it out. The lining is just just like a striped cotton. There's my label. I got my labels, guys. I can't actually find them. I know I have some around here. I just went ahead and bought some more because, you know, I packed. Again, I packed and I don't want to unpack. I threw away the shelf, you know, that all that stuff was on, and now it's in boxes. Anyway, I was adventurous, and I put in a pocket there. I'm not great at inner pockets, but I tried. Okay, so that's finished. So this one, I cut out everything last night. This one, I did have this one already cut out, and I was just going to do a zipper pouch with my normal handle that I normally do. Except this time, I just went ahead and I decided to make this one with the webbing handle as well. I chose, and this is that fabric, remember, with the crochet squares. I think it's like digitally printed or something like that. It's the same size, all the specs are the same. I put in a yellow zipper to kind of pick up the yellow, and then I put in that lavender. It's a little lavender in the print. And then I put in that gingham for the lining. And this one also has my label. All right, so those two are all going to be for the shop update. So the two are going to be for the shop update. I think I have 2 more this size already cut out. I think I do have to cut out lining for both of those. And yeah, I got these 2 ready to go for the shop. Now, I don't know how many. I mean, I have a lot of this, and I kind of like this style, so I may stick with it. I really want to make one this size out of the canvas as well, and put pockets on the outside. I really don't like doing the inner pocket. I like doing the outer pocket much better. So that's what I think I will do, either an outer pocket or just a no-cinch pouch to go with it. But anyway, that's these 2. So that's where we are with that. And then for my whips, let me show you. So this would normally be featured on Squared Up Saturday. And I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. Why did my glasses decide that this was the week that they should break? And I really can't go to those like places where they get them to you overnight or whatever the next day. I could, but it's going to cost me a mint. And I'm not going to that place because that's where I got these from when my glasses broke at the beginning of the pandemic. So I paid a lot for these. Really didn't, the insurance didn't even cover it because of the place I went to, but I just had to have them because I'm one of those people who I cannot function without my glasses. I cannot mess around, okay? I have to get out of the bed in the morning and put my glasses on. God forbid I cannot find them, because then I won't find them if somebody doesn't help me, because I can't see. Anyway, so I spent time today working on Ivy Cottage, and did I not bring? Okay, hold on one second. Let me go get the book for Ivy Cottage. Hold on. So normally we talk about Ivy Cottage on Squared Up Saturday, but you know, this is gonna be a kitchen sink episode because we're not sure. I'm not sure when I'll be able to, whenever. I'm just gonna make videos when I can, basically. So you might see a lot of it this week because we'll see, because I'm off, and then we leave later on in the week. Okay, so it's from Afghans for All Seasons, book 4. Or it might just say Afghans for All Seasons, but it's got that on the front. But that's not Ivy Cottage, but it's made in a similar way. Here's Ivy Cottage. It is right there. And you guys know I decided to make it for my mom. I am using the Lion Brand Pound of Love in the colorway, what is it, cherry red or cherry? Cherry. And you see it's starting to get it's starting to collapse a little bit because I'm making progress. Not a lot, but I did finish the first panel. Now this is made up of, I don't know if you can see it, but this one that my finger is on right here is the vine panel, and then this one is the berry panel. So you make, I think, 4 of these and 3 of these, and then you put it together. So I just got started and I finished my first, and I'm making it in that color because my mother had said something about wanting a red blanket, and I have decided that mine is going to be, even the connections are going to be done in the red. I'm not going to change them. I'm going to keep it all the same color. So here's Ivy Cottage. Here's my first vine strip. And I haven't measured it, but I really do like how it came out. This is going to be a fairly substantial Afghan because these are really long. They're beyond my wingspan because it's drooping down. It's not stretched out. But it's wonderful. I love it. I love how it's coming out. I had fun with this pattern, making those leaves. And the only thing is, let me ask you a question. Okay, so you get to a certain point in the pattern. When you work the first 11 rows, after that, the directions for row 12 to row 110 are as follows. Repeat rows 4 through 11 12 times, and then repeat rows 4 through 6 once more. Now, when I say repeat rows 4 through 11 12 times, does that include the one you already did? Or is it 12 more times? So how I did it is I did it 12 more times. So if I'm wrong, mine's going to be slightly bigger. And I'm going to do that same thing on every one. I'm not going to go back and redo the one I did. If I have made a mistake, I'm going to make that mistake all the way through so it'll still come out okay. All it does is it adds in, with each row 4 through 11, I believe you end up with 2 leaves. So I'm just going to have another 2 leaves on my vine. So hopefully it works out with the berry panel, because that's what I'm doing. Because with the berry panel, yeesh, it might mess me up though. The berry panel is not like, I don't see a spot where it says, oh, just repeat blah blah blah. Ew. Oh, Oh, yes, it does. Yeah, repeat, same thing. Repeat row 7 through 14 12 times. So I'll just do it 12 more times and we should be fine, right? Let's hope that works out. Anyway, that is my progress on Ivy Cottage. It is one panel down, and so what I'll do now, I will start a berry panel because I don't want to get bored. Although I thought about just do all of these, because now by the time I got to the end of this leaf situation is locked in. I know it. I don't have to look at the pattern for it, so I should maybe just keep making these since it's locked in, but we'll see. I just don't want to get bored. Okay, so that's that for that. Then I started working on the April square for the black and white memory blanket. And this actually I took with me to Vegas. You guys know I'm just using Red Heart Soup Vegas. I took it with me to Arizona. I don't know why I did that because I barely got anything done, but at least I got a little something. I think I just undid something right. Just right this second. I undid a stitch. So let me put that back. So this one, guys, if you remember, this is the black and white blanket where we are making 1 square per month. That was March. And then we'll be putting this together. This is February. And this one is January. Okay. So all of them very different and unique. The April square is a mosaic square. And this is how much I've gotten done. I'll try to pop up a picture somewhere so you can see what it's what it's going to look like. But here's where I'm at right now. And I really have to pay attention. I'm not great at mosaic, really. I haven't even really tried to pull off mosaic. So I'm really not that great at it. So let's see what happens. I am trying. I had to pull it out a couple of times, but I was trying to do it and people were talking to me, and you got to count and stuff. So we'll give that, and we're using Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway black and white, and I'm using my furrows hook, streamline ebony wood in the H. Okay, so that's where I'm at with that. And then the last whippity whip I was going to share with you guys that I've been working on is this particular hat in this book by the Crochet Dude. This one is called Slouchy Beret. Super cute. And I am using Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway, I think it's dark gray or charcoal gray. And I had gotten to a really good point on this, and then realized I had completely messed it up and had to pull it back out all the way back to I think the ribbing and start again. But I have made some progress on it. You can see all that texture. So it's like super wide, but it's going to cinch back in a little bit, and you're going to get that slouch. And that is just, it's coming out real pretty. And I'm using the dark yarn with the electric or the lighted crochet hooks. And it's working out so far. I showed you a little video, last video, of me using this in the dark. I was thinking about taking this with me on the plane, but you really have to pay attention. Too much is going on in this pattern, and so I was like, nope, not bringing it. But that is my progress, though, on it. I have made some progress. I think I had this at work with me or something like that. I don't know. But anyway, that's the only other whip that I wanted to share with you. And now we are going to move on to some acquisitions. So let's start out with this from Etsy. I was admiring somebody's stitch needle protectors. I didn't bring a set of, hold on, I'm leaning out of the frame, sorry. And I haven't even tried this, but I was watching, I forgot who, and I got these really cool, man, I didn't even open these yet, really cute point protectors, or really they will keep your stitches from falling off of the hook, so of the needle, I'm sorry. That's the last thing you want to happen. And so this pack I really liked because, and these were pretty reasonable. I think it's all silicone made, and let's hope it fits the tips of my needles. But so it would stick on. Let me see, will it fall off? Doesn't seem like it. Seems like it'll stay on once you put it on. There's a set of unicorn ones in that. A set of donuts. And then I think the rest of them are just like the little diamond shapes, which are super cute, which I'll show you. So that was one set. And the other set is just all these diamond shapes. Or hexagons, whatever you want to call it. But I just thought they were cute. Wanted to get some. I forgot who I saw. YouTube made me do it. And then these are like another set of those because I'm greedy and I couldn't just get one set. I be doing too much most of the time. Okay, so I got these from a Etsy seller called Tesla Baby. And she does all kinds of things. She even gives you a care card on how to care for the stuff that you get from her. He or she, it says, and then she gives you this really cute, don't forget to be grateful card. I think she makes teething rings and stuff, but anyway, it's called Tesla Baby. Okay, and then that is that for that acquisition, and I'm gonna put that all back in this little bag that it came in. It was really nicely packaged, very cute. Ooh, let me hurry up. There's a lot to show. I'm greedy. Okay, so those are super cute. Then I'm just not even gonna waste time talking about the yarn yet because I got a bag from my cousin Angie, and y'all know her. She is from Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. I didn't do that right. Loving Every Stitch by Ruby Baby. She's fantastic, and I know you guys have seen this, and I'm finally the proud owner of one of Angie's bags. All right. She's so talented, and I actually haven't looked at it. We talked about it. I've seen pictures of it. But I decided, oh my gosh, look at her. She takes up the entire bag. I was not expecting her to take up the entire bag. I don't know what I was thinking, but you all. Okay, I gotta show you. Look at her. Look at her. I love her so much. Would you look at her? Would you look at my girl here? You see her earrings? She's got her glasses on, guys. This is top notch. This is top notch. This is Angie's tag. I saw Z's. I think Pam has one. I think the Cuban, the Sassy Cuban, Leo the Sassy Cuban has one. Then I saw Setters, and I was finally like, wait a minute, I need to get my own. So reached out, and now I own. Y'all, and nobody else is doing this. This is all Angie. At least I've not seen anybody else doing this. I don't claim to look at everything, but my goodness, that's fantastic. Okay, video getting long because I don't have time. I haven't seen you guys. There's a little package here for me. that was included. I love it so much. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, okay. So I'm going to read that later, but this is her postcard with her note on the back. This is her card with her... Ooh. My husband has some of these type of cards. I should get some. But that's her card with her QR code that you can scan. I'm going to hold it right there. Maybe you can scan it. I don't know. But there you go. And then I'm going to hold this so you can see it. This is her regular business card as well. All her info. And boom, boom, boom. Look, look, and look again. I got this pen to go in my bag. And I have this pen to go in my bag. Angie, you are amazing. Thank you so much. I love it. I absolutely love it. Next Yarny event that I go to out and about, I'm definitely taking her with me. Thank you thank you so much. I will link Angie's channel down below so you guys can go over and follow her. Pretty sure you already do, but if you don't, get on over there. Do not wait. All right. So let's put that all to the side. Okay. It's taking long. Okay. Then I forgot who enabled, but I got some of the premiere. I think the first time I saw it was on the Happy Crafty Homemaker. So we've got the Premier Sweet Roll Fruits. And this is the colorway Watermelon. I got 2 of each of these. But that's how I do. I always get 2. This is the colorway Banana. This is the colorway Pink Grapefruit. Ooh, so far a favorite. This is dragon fruit. Ooh, this is guava. Okay, it might be a favorite too. Pretty. So here is watermelon and guava together, but this is guava. And then I got 2 of all the colorways that were available. This one is the colorway Plum for all you purple lovers. This one, can you see it without me taking it out? Yes, you can. This is Lime. The last one I think is Dragon Fruit. This is Dragon Fruit. Yep, that one is Dragon Fruit. I can't wait to see. Oh, it shows you how it knits up. That definitely knitted. That's not crocheted. That's how it knits up. Oh, look at what? Watermelon sugar. Look at watermelon. Look how that knits up. That's awesome. Let's look at banana real quick. Love it. Here's the plum. Wonderful. You know what? You know the color I didn't seem to get is blueberry, and I thought I got. Hold on, boo-boos. I know I got a blueberry, but it doesn't look like I got it. Bummer. Was it somewhere else? No, I did not get blueberry. Can you believe it? There is a blueberry. I think. Pretty sure. Anyway, that is all the Premier fruit. It feels just like a sweet roll. If you like sweet rolls, you will like these. Just a different kind of coloring. And then that's that for that. Then I got some canvas, some fabric from Joann's, and I looked to see what they had for yarn on sale, and I got this for our upcoming make along for the summer. I don't know how I'm going to incorporate all of these, but I know I got 2 of these. It's the Big Twist Winter 100% acrylic. This colorway is called Red, Green, White Solid. That's original. It's a number 5 bulky, 100% acrylic, I believe. Some of these got wool in them, but I think this one's 100% acrylic. I think I got 2 of this color. Then this one is Big Twist Winter as well. And it is 80% premium acrylic and 20% wool. And the colorway on this one is Red, Green, White. Also very original. Made in Turkey. This one actually says it's a number 6 bulky. And very, very Christmassy. Very pretty. The colorway, red, green, and white. Okay. Very nice. And then there was a sparkly one. I only got 1 of these. I got 2 of the other 2. But this one I only got 1 of. Number 5 bulky. Big Twist Winter. 90% acrylic. 98% acrylic. 2% polyester. And that polyester must be the sparkle. So I'm planning to use this for our Christmas in July make along, and we're going to be making together the Christmas spirit gnome, and I'll pop his picture up here. It's from that crochet magazine I told you guys about. It's on Annie's. I'll link it, and that's that for that. And I think because this video has gotten too long, I'll save whatever else. I do have some other yarn that my husband brought me from, here's my other one. My husband brought me from Daiso, Japan. They had some different yarn choices, and he did bring me some, but the video has gotten so long, and I forgot to bring it over here, so I'm gonna stop right here. And I think that's it. I mean, hopefully you guys can persevere and watch this video all the way through, since you haven't seen me since last week, I think, and it wasn't even a full-on video. So anyway, I think that's it. That's all. I hope to be able to join you again soon, but again, it's going to be a little bit dicey. Probably not any lives until probably the last week of April, and so last weekend in April. Anyway, I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else that I brought over to show you. So we're going to stop there. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining me. Thank you for hanging in there with me. I'm having lots of fun this month. It's going to be tough to video, but I'm having a wonderful time. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon. Until we meet again, keep it crafty. Bye.